We got the VO switch is gone. Fatal flaw with that, again, is the fact that it doesn't work in cold weather. Otherwise, everything worked great. So for somebody that off-roads, warm weather, that kind of scenario, that would probably be just fine. But for our situation, Snowcat, on the snow, it's going to be cold. So we're going to try something else. I know a couple of the YouTubers out there, Sean Filner, check out his channel. He uses an Auxbeam switch, so we're going to try that. We're going to lose that strobe function that we like so much in the VO switch, but it's going to hopefully work for us in the cold. So we're going to test it out in the really cold like we do up here in northern Minnesota. So we'll get it on and get it back outside and let it sit overnight, do a cold soak, get below zero, see if the controls and the components internally can keep up with the temperatures. So hopefully this will work for us. We're going to put her back on the prototype panel here. Going to do this so we can get all the tests and the flaws and the kinks out of everything before we go ahead and wrap this electrical all up and get it tucked up under our panels nicely. So let's get at it. While he's going ahead and installing that, I'll tell you a little bit about the Auxbeam switch. So it is the R80. It's RGB, so you can switch it between red, green, blue, and every color in between. The switch panel has an auto dimming feature, which is really nice at night. It has 3 lighting modes, so you can toggle which is on off, like your driving lights, momentary, think of your horn, and then pulse, which is your strobe. So it does have the strobe feature that we were looking for. I'll go over how to program that in a different episode because it is kind of tricky, but it does have the memory functions you'll see in a little bit. When we turn the key off, everything shuts off, but you turn the key on, you just hit the power button, it comes back on. So whatever you had at that moment, you just hit the button. So that's nice. The nice thing is that it's comparable between 12 and 24 volt systems, so it doesn't matter if you're using it on a moped, side by side, a snowcat, an off-road vehicle such as construction equipment or military vehicles, it's going to handle that 24 volt system. They do make them now that you can Bluetooth control, and they make them all the way up to 12 gang, so it'll fit your needs. The only thing about the Auxbeam that I didn't like versus the VO switch is that it is solid state, but it is nice in the aspect on the strobe function because the solid state is silent, whereas the relay switches on the VO were sitting there clicking all the time. If you got it under the hood, it's not going to be an issue. But Auxbeam does have the micro fuses on it, but there's no relays. So if that function goes out, you're probably in trouble looking for a new switch panel. But it's backed by the 3-year warranty, so we'll see what happens. The other thing, too, is the amount of amperage that it can handle is not as high as the VO switch. It has 2 30 amp slots, 2 20 amp slots, 2 10 amp slots, and 2 5 amp slots, where the VO switch, it's all 30 amp relays. So you have to make sure you put your loads on the correct circuits or it won't handle the load, or in my case, I have all the air compressor on the secondary relay, therefore it can be on the 5 amp switch because it's just controlling a secondary amp, 40 amp relay, switching that high load. So here's going to be some footage of us testing it out with all the electronicals running on high, trying to find the weak spots in the system. I did end up moving the heaters and the wipers off the switch panels as they have their own switches on them anyways, and that frees up some switch space for more lights and future expansion. So if you enjoyed this, please be sure to comment, like, definitely subscribe. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you out on the snow.